So a quote that I've been thinking about recently is Amor Fati, which means a love of fate. And an extract from the book I'm reading goes a little bit like this. The goal is not, I'm okay with this. It's not, I think I feel good about this, but I feel great about it. Because if it happened, then it was meant to happen. And I am glad that it did when it did. And I am meant to make the best out of it and proceed to do exactly that. We don't get to choose what happens to us, but we can always choose how we feel about it. And why on earth would you choose to feel anything but good? We can choose to render a good account of ourselves. If the event must occur, amor fati, a love of fate, is the response. Don't waste a second looking back at your expectations. Face forward, and face it with a smug little grin. And I think that that's so true. Whatever happens in life, whatever may touch you, whatever may go to you, whatever may happen, why would you choose to feel anything but good? And it's not that we ignore the negativity of the world. It's not that we, it's not that we just put blinders on and only see the good, but we accept everything. And we accept everything as a lesson, as a teacher. Because behind mountains are more mountains. Whatever problem that you may solve right now, there's always going to be something new. So I think my big point for today is feel good about yourself right now. And you feel good about yourself by putting yourself in a better situation, and you do it by being there for yourself, learning to evaluate who you are, your needs, what you want to do, and growing from there. It takes courage. It takes courage because you know that on this path, it's going to hurt. There's going to be days where it just sucks, and there's going to be days where the lessons come a little bit harder, but it's those days that are the most important because those are the days that define your character. Because it's how you respond to those situations. It's not how you react. It's about how you respond. It's taking a second to, think about it and look at it with a different perspective and not try to be hurt about it, but just say, hey, this is life and this is me. But you keep moving forward every single day, no matter what it is. You keep trying. You keep pushing yourself. You keep trying to be a better person. A love of fate. Because everything that can happen will happen. And a lot of the time, we just don't control it. We don't control a lot of the stuff that happens to us. So make sure that your reactions are positive in relation to who you are. Because in a real way, the way you see yourself is the way you see the world. If you're always looking at yourself in a negative light, do you think you're going to be able to find the positives in the world? I don't think so. But if you look at yourself with some positivity for your situation and for the life around you, and you extract meaning out of the good things, the truly good things, and you create good things for yourself, obviously some good things will just happen, but a lot of the time, you're responsible for saving yourself. You're responsible for putting your best foot forward and tending to your best good. And that takes you showing up for yourself continuously, even when no one else is. This journey does get hard. It does get lonely. You're gonna feel alone. You do have people around you though. So you need to keep trying. You need to keep being there for yourself. Keep pushing. Keep learning. Appreciate what's going on for you. Take a second to look around and know that, hey, nothing's gonna look the same in a year. So you might as well just be happy with where you are. That's all we can do. And I know that for sure. It's a good feeling. Just keep trying, to keep going. Then you win. And then you lose. Then you learn. And you keep trying for yourself. And you keep showing up every single day, evaluating your life, evaluating what you need to do to continue to move to that next level. And you add up all these good days, you add up all these positive habits, acknowledge the parts of yourself that are seeking out change, and hey, changing them if they've got to get changed. We're not solid in our identity. We're not rigid. We obviously have morals, but we're flexible to change. We're flexible to take the next step, to figure out what's next. A love of fate is always the response, because we don't get to choose everything that happens to us. We get to choose how we respond. And it's true. Why would you choose to feel anything else but good? I don't see the point. So I think that's my message for today, is just to look after yourself. Be there for yourself, take care of yourself, treat yourself as a friend. Love yourself for who you are, but know you've got a long ways to go. I know I've got a long ways to go. But I'm grateful for where I'm at now. I'm grateful for everything that presents itself to me. And I'm gonna keep tending to my best good with my actions, with my attitude, and with who I am as a person. And that's all I've got for today.